Hi there, I'm Math Mom, and today we're going to talk about multiplying numbers by factors of 10. This is also referred to as moving the decimal. Now, let's have a small number, you guys, just a little number.
5.
Okay, 5. Now, as a whole number, we usually don't write the decimal and the zero, but we can, but it's always there. So if we have 5 and we multiply that by 10, what's our answer, honey?
50.
Good. So you can see that when we've multiplied 5 by 10, we end up with 50. So when we have our number of 5.0, we can move, and we're going to multiply by 10, we can move the decimal one place to get our answer of 50. Okay? Because we've multiplied our number by 10, we can move our decimal one place. Give me a number that's a little bit bigger.
102.
102. 102. Now, as a whole number, the decimal and the zero is always there at the end. What happens when we multiply this number by 10? What's our answer?
1,020.
Good? Oh, good. You okay there, honey? You got that? Okay. So what we have our number, which was 102.0. We multiplied that by 10, and we ended up with an answer that moves our decimal over one position. See that? See the pattern there? Okay. Let's do another example. Can you give me a number with a decimal, honey?
13.5.
Okay, 13. You like the 5, don't you? Okay, 13.5. What happens when we multiply 13.5 times 100? Can you do that in your head?
No.
Okay,
I think I know the answer.
But wait a second. Why don't we multiply it out, okay? Do you want to go ahead, honey?
1,000.
No, because we're going to multiply this out. So 0 times 5?
0.
And then 0 times 3?
0.
And 0 times 1?
0.
0 times 1 is... Oh, you? Okay, now that was that. We've done the 1s. Now let's do the 10s. 0 times 5?
0.
And then 0 times 3?
0.
And then 0 times 1?
0.
Okay, now we've done the 1s and the 10s. Now we're going to do the hundreds. We need 2 zeros here. 1 times 5?
5.
1 times 3?
3.
And 1 times 1?
1.
Now we're going to add all this up, and we have 0 here, 0 here, 5 here, 3, and 1. How many decimals did we have in our work?
1.
Okay, so that means we've got 1 decimal position here, and that is our answer. Okay, so we started with 13.5. We multiplied by 100. We had 2 zeros here. So we move our decimal over 1, 2 positions. And the decimal is going to be here now for an answer of 1350.0. Is that what we got?
Yep.
Good. All right, is that clear? So when we talk about... Oh, yeah, go ahead, honey.
How do we know which way to move the decimal over?
Well, when we're multiplying, we're making the number bigger. So when we multiply by a factor of 10, whether it's 10 or 100 or 1,000 or a million, when we're multiplying, we're making the number bigger. So the decimal moves this way to the left, making the number bigger. 13.5 and 1,350, which number is bigger?
1,350.
Yeah, so we're moving the decimal to make the number bigger. Let me see if I can trick you, because that was a great question, honey. If we have a number like 6.394, and we're going to multiply that by 10, what's our answer going to be? We have 1 0 here, so we're going to move the decimal over 1 place. So what's the answer going to be?
63,000.
63,000. We're only multiplying by 10, honey. So the decimal moves 1 position. Okay? So it'll be 63, and then we'll have our decimal.
0.94.
Okay? Yeah or no?
Yeah.
Or maybe. Good. Okay, let's do another one then. What if we have 178.069, and we're going to multiply that by 1,000. How many zeros do we have here?
3.
How many positions are we going to move our decimal?
3.
Yeah, good. So what's our answer going to be? It should be, can you tell me? Just say the numbers. We'll figure it out later.
1.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah. Now we're going to move our decimal 3 places. 1, 2, 3. So our decimal is going to end up here. So what do we have?
0, 6, 9.
And our decimal is there. So our answer is going to be 178,069 if we multiply this number by 1,000. Okay?
Okay.
Good. Now, you asked about what direction to move the decimal. When we're multiplying, which way does the decimal go? Do. Because we're making the number bigger. Now, to move the decimal the other way, that's when we divide. Okay? So can you give me a number, honey? Anything will do.
13.
13. Say we're going to divide 13 by 10. Okay? Do you know what the answer is going to be? Or should we calculate it?
Calculate.
Okay, let's calculate. So if we have 10, and we're going to divide it into 13, we put our decimal up in position. How many times does 10 go into 1?
0.
Okay, so we're not going to have anything there. How many times does 10 fit into 13?
Once.
How much?
Once.
Yeah, 1. And 1 times 10?
10.
And we've got how much left over?
3.
Okay, and then we have to bring down our 0, because we have a 0 here. Do. How many times does 10 fit into 30?
3 times.
And 3 times 10?
30.
None left over. So what's our answer? When we divide 10 into 13, what do we get?
1.3.
Okay, so this equals 1.3. Now, can you see how the decimal is moved when we've divided? What direction? We started out with 13, our whole number of 13. We divided that by 10, and what was our answer?
1.3.
What direction has the decimal moved?
Left that way.
That way. Yeah, that way. So when we divide, the number gets smaller. Okay?
Yeah.
If we have a basket of 40 apples and we have to divide them among 10 kids, is every kid going to get 40 apples? No.
No.
We're going to end up with a smaller number. And so every kid gets 4 apples, right? So when we're dividing, we move the decimal to the left, and when we're end up with a smaller number. And when we're multiplying, we end up with a bigger number. We move the decimal to the right. Good. Now, why is this important?
We don't know.
Okay. Well, the reason this is important is because moving the decimal is a short way, a fast way to do conversions. What if we have, what if we're converting, we've got millimeters, centimeters, meters, sorry, meters,
Decimeters?
and kilometers. I don't like dealing with decimeters. You never see decimeters in real life. Yeah, they're in there, but not in our video, right? Now, how many millimeters are there in 1 centimeter?
10.
Okay, so 10 millimeters is equal to 1 centimeter. How many centimeters in a meter?
10. 100.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so we've got 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. How many meters in a kilometer?
100. No, 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000. Okay, so we've got 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. Now say you had conversion homework a little while ago. Remember that, honey? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you had to convert something like 23 millimeters equals how many centimeters?
2.3.
And how did you get that answer, honey?
Well, 10 millimeters is 1 centimeter. So the 20 would count as 2 centimeters, and then the 3 would count for 0.3.
Excellent. So what you did in your head and what you just described is you know that there's 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter, and we have to convert millimeters to centimeters. So we're going to divide by
10?
Yeah. So dividing by 10 means we just move the decimal over 1 position. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you following along, honey? Okay, good. Now, let's do another conversion, because this is why in the classroom the teacher just said move the decimal. But I don't think they explained that when you move the decimal you're actually multiplying by 10 or dividing by 10.
No, they didn't explain
Yeah, that's the bad thing. Okay. Now, what if we have a measurement that is 75 meters? How many kilometers is that?
It's...
What are we going to divide this by? Yeah, good. Yeah, because it's less than 1 kilometer. So there's going to be a 0 here, because we know that how many meters in a kilometer?
1,000.
Yeah. So what are we going to divide this by?
1,000?
Yeah. And how many zeros are there in 1,000?
3.
So how many places are we going to move the decimal?
3.
Okay. And do we go this way to make the number bigger or this way to make the number smaller?
That way to make the number smaller.
Right. And we're going to move the decimal 3 places, okay? 1, 2, 3. We need a 0 here to fill in that position. And then we have, what goes here?
75.
75. Good. We converted meters to kilometers by dividing by 1,000. Okay? Do you guys have any questions?
No.
Do you understand this, you guys?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Should we do one more conversion example?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. The end. Thank you for watching. Today we discussed moving the decimal, which is kind of the same thing as saying multiplying by a factor of 10 or dividing by a factor of 10. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.